Hey guys, it's Brandon Miniman from Pocketnow.com, and in this video we're going to take a look at the hardware on the E10 Glofiish V900. This is E10's latest and greatest Windows mobile device, so let's take a look at the hardware. Here in the front we see that the paint is kind of a bluish-gray metallic, and while some people may appreciate the deviation from the standard black found on a lot of Windows mobile devices, I find it to be kind of cheap-looking and a little bit retro, but I guess that's a matter of your personal taste. On the bottom here we have a call start button and a call end button. Notice there are no soft keys or hardware soft keys to use. This joystick moves around as a standard D-pad, but it's quite sensitive. I don't know if I like that very much. And to press inward would do a select command. Moving up from the bottom we have a light sensor here and a front-facing video camera. And there are two LED indicators on either side of the speaker here. And there's some V900 branding. I like how small it is. It's not big and in your face. It's kind of subtle there. Going over to the side, we have volume up and down via this kind of chrome button that feels a little bit cheap. To the right of that, we have a note record button. Onto the bottom, yes, your eyes aren't deceiving you. There is a 2.5mm headphone jack here. It's not 3.5mm, but I guess it's better than having to use a converter jack with mini USB. And speaking of mini USB, this device happily accepts mini USB, so that's good news. Over here we have a port for the microphone. Going over to the other side, we have a dual action camera button. So halfway we'll focus the camera and all the way we'll take the picture. And then we have a very well-placed micro SD slot, and I like this a lot because it's covered by a dust cover. It's easy to remove, and it's easily accessible. Plus, it's hot swappable because it's not behind the battery, which means that you can swap in and out cards to play media and look at files and that sort of thing without shutting down the device, so that's good. To the right of that, we have a soft reset hole in a convenient location, and to the right of that is a standby button, though I would have liked it better on the top. Going over the top, we have nothing more than the letters GPS. This device has GPS built into it. If we turn over to the back, we find that the back is covered in that soft plastic texture that makes it feel really solid in hand. That said, the device actually feels a bit cheap in hand because most of what you see here is plastic. Up here we have the 3-megapixel camera lens, and to the right of that is the LED flashlight and a self-portrait mirror. To the right of that is the external speakerphone, which produces pretty loud and clear audio, which is good. Now take a look at this. As you know, this device, or as you don't know, this device has the capability to receive TV signals over the air. Look at this antenna. Let me set this up on the table so you can kind of get an idea of how this looks. And this antenna actually also works for the FM radio. So that means you don't have to carry around a pair of headphones to use the FM radio. And I've found the reception to be pretty good. I've been using this indoors and listening to some radio while I work. And I just kind of place the device on the table like this and position the antenna, and I get a great FM radio signal. Since I'm in North America, I can't test the TV broadcast, unfortunately. I'd imagine that after a while this would become loose and probably break off. You don't see many cell phones with an antenna. This is kind of an old school telescoping antenna that you would find on your old CD player. And if you want to find the stylus, it's in the bottom right corner, which is always a good place. It takes a little bit of effort to take out the stylus. It's a telescoping stylus, which isn't preferred. It feels kind of cheap and flimsy, as the telescoping variety do, but at least it's placed in a good spot. And that's pretty much it for the hardware on the E10 Glofiish V900. The next video will be the software and features video that will cover all of the interesting things that this device does. We'll actually turn it on and get into the operating system. That's it for now.